Hi ladies, and happy Wednesday. I want to talk to you ladies today about something that I struggle with massively, and I know some of you Call Mom viewers out there are super good at, so I'm definitely planning on reading all of your comments. I want to talk to you today about family journaling, scrapbooking, memory box keeping. I will be honest, I am really good at keeping the baby book the first year, but after that first year, I tend to count on Facebook to remind me when someone lost a tooth, got a stitch, had a birthday party, and I'm trying to really get better about that. Now that I don't have anybody in diapers, I have more time and energy to be able to really keep up the scrapbook for our trips and things like that, and so I really am motivated to do it. The one thing I have been fairly diligent to do about my kid's life, throughout my kid's life, being a writer, is journaling. I am kind of an obsessive, my name is Rochelle Davis and I'm an obsessive journal buyer. I'm the girl that has like 17 journals unwritten in on my bookshelf because I just might need to write on them at some point. And so I'm always on the lookout for one. So recently, while we were on a trip to New Braunfels, a family trip to New Braunfels, we stopped into a coffee shop and that had a bookstore attached, and like every good homeschooling mother out there, of course I started perusing the bookshelves and I found this jewel. It is called Memories, Our Family Journal. And even my husband, who rolls his eyes at my journal buying problems, thought this was a really great book. We really enjoyed getting to write in it. So basically what it does is it gives you kind of this little outline of questions and things to answer about your trips. And things like the weather, or things that were going on in the news, or the happenings or the events while you were on that trip, to kind of help trigger the memories of what was going on. It says, today we did this. Good things that happened to us today are this. We're looking forward to these things. Our concerns today are special thoughts, memories, things like that. And so like the one that we filled out for our last trip was, you know, that we were really looking forward to getting to tube down the river with our aunts and with the kids' aunt, uncle, and cousins, and some good things that happened where we got to swim and Taylor was brave enough to jump off a high rock, and some things that they were nervous about was we had left our dog Bonnie at home, and so we were worried about her because she wasn't with us, and some things that we're looking forward to is what was coming on. Just a really cool way to just keep their ideas and for us to kind of talk through about the trip, to remember it for later. It's going to be super fun being able to look back in years and read. Remember that great trip we took to Disney? Remember these things? Oh, Trace, remember how excited you were to get to meet all of the Star Wars characters at Disney? On the back of it, it has a page just for family notes where you can just write additional ideas and thoughts and memories, or maybe even put a picture in there. This is just like a quick mom's, you know, those of us that aren't super creative, this is just a really good resource to have to help us, just a jumping off place to keep us having memories and doing things like that. I know a lot of you guys are scrapbookers, and I'm trying really hard to start keeping scrapbooks for every one of our trips. And so this is our travel scrapbook, and I just took some time and made a scrapbook about a trip that we took to Scotland and just put everything in there, our plane tickets and receipts and things like that, and got to really keep all of these sweet little pictures in here. It really is a special memory. I made these, I have a couple of scrapbooks, the kids' baby books and some scrapbooks that I keep in a big basket in our den. And they do get a little more beat up. You can see this one has a little something on the front of it. But I can tell you that my kids look in their baby books and in our trip photo albums at least once a week. These guys get pulled out and looked at and used. And that is the purpose of your scrapbooking. That purpose of your journal is to help the kids remember and to look back and to see how much you love them and how much fun you've had together as a family. So I really encourage you to be writing about what's going on in your family life and what you're feeling and your hopes and your dreams. Keep a prayer journal of what your prayer requests are right now, and if nothing else, you'll be able to look back at the end of the year and see how big your God is and where He's moved and how He's changed you and how you've grown and how your family has changed and grown. And so keep those things beside your bed. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be poetry. It just has to be from your heart for those memories and things that you want to keep ever forward in your mind. Be encouraging your kids to be journalers, to write down their thoughts and their prayers. Taylor and I last year had a journal that we shared back and forth, and I'll do this with every one of my kids as they get older, where he writes something to me and then I write something to him, and then you know, I'll go to bed at night and he's put it back on my pillow and there's, you know, his entry for the day. It just is a really cool way for us to interact with our kids. And at the end of that, I have a really cool journal of what went on in Taylor's life last year and where we were at. So I really encourage you, keep journaling, keep writing, and maybe don't count on Facebook, guilty as charged, to be your baby book. Thanks, ladies. Have a great day.